just got a new package from Inside Collectibles. You guys can probably guess what this is. Got the trusty scissors. And time to get it out of the box. Oh, been waiting for this one for a while. Can't believe it finally came. Now we gotta get out of the packaging. Here's the brand reveal. Here it is. Elite 118 Jacob Fatu. Yeah. First time in the line, as you can see. This figure box looks amazing. Finisher. If you guys want to see like everything, just pause the video right now. Okay, time to get the figure itself out of the packaging. Yep, look at this figure. Got it. I'm loving this figure so far. Now we'll just look at the accessories and then get into the figure itself. So now let's get into the accessories. Not too much going around on this accessories, but we got the I Love You Solo Ricochet coil in their hands, as MDT calls it. I call him the I Love You Solo hands because, he's always like, I love you Solo, and then he claps his hands together. It's like praying or something, his tribal chief. And we got the one hand so he can acknowledge the Burger King tribal chief. And we got two of those right there. But I don't know if he wants to use it. I think the only hand missing right here is like the fist hand, because he's always like punching people. And maybe a spike hand would even be good. But now here's the mic holding hand, so he could be in his promo say, oh, guess no breaks or whatever. But now we get into the shirt. It has the very good material, this shirt. I think the Samoan Werewolf logo could be a little smaller, but it's good. The only problem is that, like, in the promo shots, they literally had no Velcro. But right here, you have to attach it with the Velcro. So that's the problems with the Jacob Fatu. Now we'll get into how the figure looks itself and articulation. I got back out here with the Jacob Fatu figure by itself. Okay, let me learn to focus. This head sculpt is very good. Besides the forehead being a little too big, the beard is very good. And then the hair with the red. And then there's the white shell in the hair. Here, get a closer look. See, it's like crossing. They paid attention to detail. Now, we get into the arms. A little skinny right here. Like, I think they could have used, like, the Goldberg arms at least. But here we got the wrist band or whatever. Then we got the wrist tape. We got the tattoos right there. We got the hand tape, which I didn't really pay attention to, but and on the same arm it's the same thing, just without the tattoo. And then we got the tattoo on the chest, which is good. But now we get into the torso. People are saying how small this is, but from the side, look at that. It's huge. But just from like the front, it looks so small. But then when you turn it like this, it's like very nice. And it got the red, I feel like it fits in there. Got the red belt or whatever design. I think this is a Hulk Hogan crotch, if I'm not mistaken. And we got the small legs. I think he could have benefited from, like, I don't know what legs, like maybe like Seth Rollins' legs at least, like how Tonga Loa had it. And it has the red flower look. Yeah, I think that's beautiful. But then we got these giant boots, these clown feet. This is just way too big. But now we'll get into the articulation, and then we'll get into some comparisons. Articulation is probably going to be pretty basic. It's just like the head can't really move up or down that much because of the hair and the beard. And this gigantic torso. I mean, it looks small, but, like, it's gigantic from the sides. Like, bro, they should have used this on Solo or something. But now, the torso. Okay. Man, the backwards isn't that good, but forwards is perfect. Now, we get into basic. Can do full 360. Arms are very smooth, even though they're pinless. And then we got, it's kind of tight. Does the head move side to side? No, it's the hair. So yeah, and then waist swivel. Let's see. Yeah, pretty tight. And then, oh, that's tight, but still can kick forward. Yeah, sorry for the technical difficulties there. The knees bend pretty nicely. I like that. And then the shin cut. Wow, that doesn't move at all. And then the feet move side to side. And then it has the new 2025, late 2024 articulation. I say this articulation is pretty good for Jacob Fatu. Now let's get into some figure comparisons. There's some comparisons, but I have my custom Tama Tonga here from his debut because I didn't open the Elite 118 yet, but I have LA Knight Elite 108, the Ultimate Edition, Solo Sikoa, the new Jacob Fatu, my custom Tama Tonga, and then this Braun Strowman. So his rivals are Braun and LA Knight. I would put the Usos up here, but my 114 Jimmy and Jay are on the top shelf, and I really don't feel like grabbing them right now. These are just some quick comparisons, and then I'll rate the figure, but, like, look here, this Tonga custom. Yeah, I'll put him, here, let me get this. I know the 118 is even shorter because I'm in the box, but my Tama Tonga actually measures pretty well. It's a little tall, but it measures pretty well. I wish I could change the torso, but I wasn't gonna do that. I got that tattoo on there. I was gonna put a decal on, but I lost it, so I had to make my own. Looks awful, but I don't know. I made this for my cousins, and they never came, so I never gave it to them. But then I made these custom wrist tapes, and then the Braun Strowman, just one of his biggest rivals, or literally biggest rivals, because, like, he's huge. 6'8". They made this figure gigantic. But, like, look. Braun is, like, taller than Jacob in real life. And that, like, measures perfectly. Then he's going to acknowledge your Striper Chief. He's going to be like, love you, Solo. Or whatever. I'd say they're about the same height. And then this tall LA Knight. Look at these skinny legs. Like, bro. Just pull the trigger. Give him the Carl Anderson legs. He needs them. And I know that new Elite 121 isn't going to have it either. So, like, just fix him already. He has a small torso, giant arms. I know this isn't a review on LA Knight Elite 100, what was it, 8? Yeah, and then they give him this awful head scan. Just give him the Elite one. I know they're making a new one. But, like, they better make it better than this one. And then the gear is just LA Knight. It fits. I like that they put the red instead of the white like they did on that other figure. But then, like, bro, it comes from this small torso. I mean, I guess it's not that small, but then it just goes down into these tiny legs. From a side, they don't look that bad. But then when you look at this, they're like, look, I think they give Jacob Fatu the same legs. Like, bro, give him better legs. All of these figures except Braun Strowman and my custom Tama Tonga need leg fixes. Like, get them out of here for a second. Like, look at this. Johnny Gargano syndrome. Tiny legs, tiny shorts mold. Then we got good old slender LA Nightman over here. And then we got this Jake. I mean, the Jake Fatu isn't as bad as these two, but, like, I still give this a solid 9.2 out of 10. They just really fumbled with the arms. I'm okay with the legs, kind of. I don't know, they made the decals on the legs too big. But yeah, that's it. I just give this a 9.2 out of 10. Hope you liked the video.